Our group is small today, so we'll listen together as a small community. This is the practice we've been following every Sunday. Take a moment now to prepare your mind for the Dhamma teaching over the next 5-10 minutes. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened one. A well-trained mind brings happiness. First, let us pay our respects to the Triple Gem, our teachers, the teaching monks, and all of you who have gathered here today to make merit. Today is Sunday, July 6, 2025. I'm delighted to see everyone who has joined us today to make merit. Before we begin our teaching, I want to remind everyone that next week is our rain retreat ceremony on the 13th, when we'll have a special alms offering. The monks will formally enter the rain retreat on Thursday the 10th. Now let's focus our attention on today's teaching. In Lao, we have a saying that translates to, "A well-trained mind brings happiness." During this rain retreat season, you'll have many opportunities to make merit through giving, observing precepts, or listening to Dhamma. These have been our core practices since I first arrived here. Most of us are quite familiar with generosity, what we call jaka, as our primary way of making merit. This merit flows naturally from our hearts and beliefs, according to what we're able to give and the energy we bring to it. I've seen many different kinds of offerings during my time here. We've all participated in giving in our own ways. But what I've noticed we often neglect is metta practice, especially meditation, which is absolutely essential in Buddhism. You see, to truly break free from the cycle of suffering, we must practice meditation, specifically vipassana. Only through this practice can we see life's deeper truths and gain insights that normally escape us. Yet so few of us actually devote ourselves to this mindfulness and meditation practice. We're so comfortable with giving and generosity that we often overlook this crucial training, perhaps because meditation seems mysterious or we're unsure how to begin. That's why this rain retreat offers us such a wonderful opportunity to develop what we've been neglecting, the training of our minds and hearts. This is how we'll discover true happiness, the kind that helps us fulfill our greatest potential in life. Now, I'm not suggesting none of you practice this already. Some of you certainly do, but others might not have given it enough attention or intention. Think of it like friendship. Right now, meditation might be like that friend you rarely call, not the close friend you love spending time with. These next 3 months give us the perfect chance to develop this relationship with our own minds and hearts. Our new monk Ronald, for example, has created a schedule for our foreign visitors who want to practice with us. It's a wonderful starting point for anyone curious about Buddhism. Whether you want to develop mindfulness or learn meditation techniques during this rainy season, you're welcome here. We're open every Sunday from 3-5 p.m. for anyone interested in learning during our Lent season. Let's talk about something we all face, the daily problems and challenges in our lives. These negative energies affect each of us differently, depending on our individual resilience and sensitivity. They can disrupt our work, our routines, and everything we do in daily life. Sometimes these problems slow us down until we feel completely exhausted. This experience is universal. We all face it, and it always begins in the mind. We start worrying and overthinking. Our minds become restless, spinning without pause, and we can't find the off switch. For some, this leads to depression. Everyone's experience differs, but worry and repetitive thoughts are almost certain. So what's the solution? How do we address restlessness and a worried mind? Let's also consider depression, a state where the mind becomes vulnerable and easily affected. In this state, you feel constantly bored, sad, and low. In our language, we recognize this as a form of depression. Your mind loses its energy, it's completely drained. Even simple work becomes difficult because you lack the mental energy to focus. We need effective solutions to lift ourselves out of these states and return to balanced living. I speak from experience. Even as a teaching monk, I've faced these challenges. No one is immune, which is why I'm sharing these teachings with you today. My first recommendation when you're feeling unmotivated, bored, or sad is this: don't isolate yourself. When we're alone during these difficult times, our thoughts can turn dangerous, even toward not wanting to continue living. If not that extreme, the mind can still wander into dark territories, so please avoid being alone if you're in this state. Second, seek out social connection. Put yourself in places where people gather. Conversation with others helps prevent negative thoughts from dominating your mind. Find a friend, or even a stranger to talk with. Speaking aloud helps release the negative feelings building inside. Third, and I cannot emphasize this enough, don't stay alone in your room. When depression sets in, we often want to withdraw and isolate ourselves. This is exactly what you should avoid if possible. Fourth, during these depressive periods, I actually recommend against meditation. Why? Because it can intensify your rumination. But for a restless mind, that's completely different. How does a restless mind differ from the depressive mind I just described? With restlessness, thoughts never stop. Your mind jumps from one thing to another, never finding peace. You're constantly thinking, analyzing, planning, worrying. For this condition, meditation is exactly what you need. Unlike for depression, this is a crucial distinction. Meditation helps the restless mind be still, reducing the endless stream of thoughts. The untrained mind never stays still. It's always moving, always generating new thoughts. This is why some of you might lie awake until 2 or 3 in the morning. Your mind won't quiet down. So practice sitting with yourself through meditation. Do it as consistently as you can. Another powerful remedy is listening to the Buddha's teachings, the Dhamma. This helps calm and soothe the restless mind. Listen to Dhamma talks, practice chanting, and make time for meditation. Remember, this approach is the opposite of what I recommend for depression. For the depressed mind, seek connection and community. Understanding your actual condition is the key to finding the right remedy for your suffering. Additionally, practice loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity in all situations. Now you can recognize these different mental states and know which approaches will help in each situation. If you or someone you know is struggling with no apparent way forward, try these approaches I've shared. During my own periods of depression, the support of others made all the difference. Their encouragement helped me continue moving forward. When we're depressed, emotional support becomes essential. We need others to understand our experience, the lack of motivation and energy that weighs on us. If you know someone in this situation, offer them encouragement and guide them through the steps I've outlined. Whether dealing with boredom or any similar condition, we need effective ways to move beyond these states. Tragically, some take their own lives because they couldn't see a path forward or find someone to help. Now that you understand these techniques, please don't hesitate to help yourself or others when needed.